Right, this is your November 30th, 2015 love and relationship as well as general forecast reading. We'll start with the love and relationships reading. Pulled a card for the overall theme for love, relationships, and partnerships for this week. And this says to be patient. So if you're looking for love, there is a time and a place for it, and it will happen, but you need to be patient. This applies if you're looking for a good business partner too. They're out there, but you're going to have to be patient. First up is a card called or has to do with abundance. So you will find that at the moment your partnerships and relationships are providing you with a certain amount of abundance. Whether it's emotional abundance or material abundance, they are providing you with that. What you also know is that you have been given some token of appreciation from your partners, platonic or romantic. They have shown you some sort of affection or appreciation which you are aware of. What you are not aware of is you're about to have the horizons of your partnerships and love relationships broaden. So something is going to come into play. Something's going to be brought into your partnerships or relationships which is unforeseen, but it will broaden the horizons. It will broaden the scope of your relationships. Your next step is going to be that of looking on the sunny side. Your guidance card suggests there's something below the surface which perhaps you or your partner have not been discussing or have been avoiding. What you need to do though is to look at this with a positive attitude. You need to look at this as something positive, not as something negative. For some reason that seems to be important. Because your outcome card says then you are going to be faced with a proposal of some sort. Some of you, I think, are going to be proposed, have wedding proposals, engagement proposals. It is that time of year when this kind of thing happens. Others of you might have contracts. Others of you might have formal declarations of friendship, whatever. But that's perhaps the thing that you're not seeing. So if someone's behavior is a little bit odd, don't write it off to something negative. First see, because this proposal might be what's coming up, and that may be what you're picking up. Your overall guidance for your partnerships and relationships is that of rebirth. So you're going to find your partnerships and relationships are in their spring. In other words, they're sprouting something new. Something new is coming into them. They're being rejuvenated in some way or another, which is a lovely way to basically start your December with and end your year off with. Okay, so that is your love and partnership reading. Now let's go on to your general forecast reading. You start your general forecast reading off with a card which says that you need to observe what is happening in your life at the moment. You need to pay attention. And to properly observe what is going on in your life at the moment, you need to take a little bit of a step back and gain a wider perspective, because quite possibly you're not seeing clearly what all is going, or seeing everything that you need to see in your life. Your challenge is going to be that of faith, that connection to a higher power, that knowing that no matter what happens, it's God's Spirit, universe's will, and that something's being created in life at the moment. That is your guidance card here. So this is creative happenings in your life. Although they may not seem it at the time to you, understand that something is being created. Something constructive is happening in your life, and you need to keep the faith for that. Later in the month, you're going to learn all that glitters is not gold. So if you're in a relationship and you're thinking, oh, you're tired of this, you'd like something different, you're going to realize your relationship is wonderful and that's where you should be. If you live in a house and you think, oh, that house is better, you're going to realize, well, actually where you live is better. So this is across the board. You're going to be discovering that where you are is sometimes better than the green grass on the other side of the fence as such. Earlier in the month, you're going to need to make a decision. That's not unusual for this time of year. This is often when we make decisions. I want to change my job, the same thing. I want to move, or whatever. But you are going to be faced with a decision. The fork in the road card normally is not a sudden decision. It's not something that comes out of the blue. This is a decision which has been looming, and now the time has arrived, and you do need to now actually make this decision. Your next step is going to be that you need to go with the flow. Both these cards that now come up suggest that you need to let go of the reins a bit. You need to let go of the control of it. You need to go with the flow and see where life takes you. Pay attention. Don't just throw your hands in the air and coast. Pay attention to what's happening, because you are being given signs and indications of where life will be going. Strong signs and indications. But do let go the reins for a while and just watch what happens next. Your outcome is that of poised, which is a lovely card, which is also, I think, quite typical for this time of year. So you're now on the verge of what is going to come next. And this card is basically saying what is coming next, you're going to be looking forward to. So it's not quite started yet. You see the potential of it. You see the beginnings of it, and you are ready for it. And as you can see, she's quite ecstatic in this picture. So that's where you will be finishing your week off. Your overall guidance for this is it is a little bit of time of respite. Okay, it's a time of a little bit of rest, a little bit of sitting back and thinking what happened this year, how far you've come, the good things that happened, the maybe not so good, and just take a little bit of time out to absorb how far you've come this year and what all has happened to you. Sort of a gentle way of doing it. Don't judge, don't make decisions in this thinking. This is not where the decision comes in. This is just having a look at what has happened in your life. It's a short respite, which we could all do with before it gets a little bit crazier later this month, right? So that is your general reading and your love and relationship reading for the week of 30th of November 2015. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening, and I hope you saw at the beginning of this video that the first person to respond with the words "yes please" in the comment boxes below will receive the free November reading. That's one person only. Okay, see you all next month.